take notes?
No, because you have a great memory. I'm going to forget this conversation.
Okay.
What?
What if you quit your job, moved to an island, opened your own business, got a dog, hired all your best friends, traveled the world, and wrote a book about it? Well, that's what I did. Welcome to Lazy Dog. These are the adventures of Lazy Dog. Hi, I'm Sue Cooper, owner of Lazy Dog Adventures and author of Millionaire Flip Flops. And these are the adventures of Lazy Dog, building of a brand. So, I'd have to say we've been in business, 18 years doing paddleboards and kayaks. And at one time I did do a boat. We actually did a fishing boat. It was Lazy Dog Charters, and sold that back in maybe 05. But I've always wanted to have a pontoon boat, a boat like this one. And the reason being is on days off, this is what I do. I usually just rent a boat, grab some friends, bring a cooler, the dogs, and a couple paddle boards, and we go and explore the backcountry. There's just so many beautiful shallow water, calm water, clear water places to explore. And so I just bought a boat so we could actually do it for a business. So we're adding it to our Lazy Dog business. It's going to be up and running here soon. And we're going to take this boat out. This is just a sample of the boat that we ordered. And we're going to give it a run and explore a couple places. It's Tyler, who is my manager. And Tyler's going to help me. Tyler is a boat guy. He's got boat experience. And I know nothing about boats, but I do know some things about business. So I wanted to get a boat as long as I had somebody who could really help me out with the boat as far as maintenance and taking care of it. So I've got Tyler. Tyler's going to be my main man in this excursion. I'm going to call it Lazy Dog Charters. And this is also going to be Jax's first boat ride, so this should be fun. Alright, so this is our shack. This is our main office. It's a 10 by 10 little shack here on the water. Faces right out there where all our kayaks and paddleboards are, and the picnic table. The battles that we have here with our brand and in growing the brand is that, the merchandise is probably about a third of our business here, kayaks and paddleboards being the rest. And we are selling out of a 10 by 10 shack, which is also a locker room for our guests to put their gear. It's our lunch room. It's our office. It's where people check in. It's our changing room. It's a little bit of everything. So we really, to be able to sell the merchandise, the amount of merchandise that we want out of this 10 by 10, we can't keep all the merchandise here. So we have a 17-foot trailer that we can take to events. It's all logoed up. And we use that right now as our warehouse. But all our shirts, we display all our shirts right here, just hanging, because it's always good for people to be able to touch the shirts, try them on, do whatever they like. And then all our sizes and everything are kept right there in the back. And then all our backup stock is over in the trailer. So to be able to do more, we're pretty much maxed out here at the shack. We do quite a bit online as well. I've thought about going downtown on Duval Street, but the price down there, for a 10 by 10 shack, it would probably be 5 or 6 times the amount that we pay up here. Downtown is also not really like that energy vibe that we want. It's where the people are, yes. A lot of the tourism is downtown, but it's not really where we would like to be spending our time, and that's a big part of it. Again, Lazy Dog is also part lifestyle, so we don't want to grow in any way that is not going to be fun for us on a day in, day out basis. So we are really going to be putting a lot more online. We'll be coming out with a few new projects here. We're redoing our online store, and then we've got about 12 other projects that we're going to associate with the store. And a few other things going on, so we'll get into that in another episode. But so right now the battle here, how to grow our brand out of this 10 by 10 shack. Basically, if people want to get a Lazy Dog shirt, you can go online on lazydog.com, or you get to come by here, and hopefully you get to come by here, enjoy Key West, and check us out. and would love to meet you. Well, looks like we have some weather coming in, so we are going to close it up a little early today. This happens when the cold fronts in the winter come through. It brings a lot of rain. Well, maybe rain for about an hour or so, but a lot of wind, and the wind's going to just shut us down. So it's time to go home and work on some projects, and maybe just come to the bar. So every now and then we get some celebrities that come out. We open it up a little bit earlier, and I don't know, just cause it's kind of cool. So this morning we have the ultimate Jimmy Buffett coming, so it's really exciting. He came out before. He's a really nice, super nice guy. He came with his drone and asked if I would use it while he paddles out, and I thought, although I'm the millionaire in flip-flops, he's the billionaire in flip-flops, and I certainly don't want to be ruining his drone, especially with the road so close and all this water. So anyway, he packed that right back up. He saw the fear in my eyes. So anyway, a little cool this morning. It's blowing pretty hard offshore, so he's coming out with us. We have a more protected area, so kind of excited. What you need? Because this is your gig.
This is what I'm going to need from you.
Yes.
What I'm going to need from you is a
Can I take
spreadsheet.
notes?
No, because you have a great memory. I'm going to forget this conversation.
Okay.
What, what I need from you, to be quite honest, I feel like we should. Alright, so you've expressed to me your goals. Would you like to hear mine? So my goal would be to narrow it down to one t-shirt style. Meaning not
Like
not
only
logo.
Bella can.
Yes.
Like style.
Yes.
Okay.
Get comfortable within a company. I would like to rotate again, whether it's yearly or seasonal, and we could decide what season, like winter and summer, spring and
Colors.
fall, probably spring and fall, because they're fun words to use. A 3 to 4 color scheme for the original logo, a 3 to 4 color scheme for the paddle tee. I am for eliminating some of the other shirts, but not because I don't like them, just to simplify the brand.
I just picked up my boy Jax here from the Marathon Veterinary Hospital. You can see he is doing wonderful, and he had what's called FHO surgery. It's to remove the top part of the femur. The leg was no longer part of the hip joint, so they removed the top part of the femur. I guess it's a fairly common surgery, and so he should be fine. The leg was not. They're not able to put it back into the socket, so that was the sort of our only option. But he's young enough and should recover quite well. Very lucky to have the Marathon Veterinary Hospital here in the Keys and have such unbelievable health care for the dogs. So we're getting ready to ride back. It's about an hour back to Key West, and definitely worth the trip to come up here. And he is doing well. You can see he's got a little bit of a shaved job back there, but he'll have stitches for about 10 days. The therapy was described to me as the best thing for him would be walks on the beach, walking in the water, and swimming. So that all sounds pretty good to me too. Sounds like some good therapy for both of us. So anyway, we're in for a little bit of recovery. We're going to be working out of the house here for the next 2 weeks while the stitches are still in. So we will, he's supposed to be walking around, keeping the leg, getting used to using the leg, keeping it moving. So we'll be out walking the streets a lot, but other than that, we are going to work out of the home office here and let the rest of the crew run the shack for the next couple weeks. So we'll get going on some great projects here. Well, Jax always likes to work out of the home office, don't you, Jax? Yeah, pretty sweet view we got going on out here. A little cooler today, so it's nice out here on the back deck. A little breezy for paddling, but perfect for working outside. So this is our trailer and also our warehouse, all wrapped up with our logo on it. We use this as our storage. Obviously, running our business out of a 10x10 shack doesn't hold all our merchandise, so we have rigged this up. It's just on the other side of the parking lot, so really easy for us to get at. And then we have all our merchandise and our event display items here. Let me rig this up for you here. Hopefully you can see that there. So in the back is all our coolers and tents and tables and all that kind of stuff that we use for events. And we've got all our merchandise. And then this, I love this thing. One of my favorite things I've ever purchased is it's on wheels. It's Tupperware. It's watertight. It's got a handle, so we can pretty much load it up with all the gear that we need for an event and take it down to the beach or wherever we are going. Today we're actually heading down to the Waterfront Brewery for the Key West Marathon and 5K. They have about 4,000 runners in town, and we have a booth down there. We're one of the sponsors, so we're really excited. We're going to head down there this afternoon. What is this?
And cut.
This is Frodo Beggins. So my dear friend Tyler and his soon-to-be bride have cohabitated with a couple of animals. One's a cute little dog, Macy. What's the bearded dragon?
Bearded dragon.
Webster.
Webster the bearded dragon.
I didn't even know bearded dragons existed.
And this little box, what kind of critter, if they died and came back to life, would want to be buried in this little box? What would fit in there? Not a kangaroo. So, Webster has a pet cockroach. That's exactly what I said, a pet cockroach. And he passed. His name was Sir Frodo Beggins, because he always begged for little morsels of skin that hung off the bearded dragon's balls. So,
oh my God.
This is for him. He's going to be buried in here. We're going to open the door. We're going to pick up Beggins, and we're going to insert him in the door, and we're going to close it.
Then what are you going to do with it? Smash it!
That's it. See you next time.